Hello Virgo. I have prayed over the cards and shuffled them. What we're going to do is going to do a row of cards for the masculine, going to do a row of cards for the feminine, going to have some outcome cards in the middle. If you are in a same-sex relationship, these are energies, so the masculine will be for the more masculine partner and then the feminine. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see all these cards, but it's okay because I will lift them up as we get going. And I have prayed over them, shuffled them, pulling some cards from the Sandra Ann Taylor Energy Oracle card deck, and also going to pull from the Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Okay. Okay, let's see how those are lined up. Again, this side is masculine, this side's for the feminine, and so the very first card we have is 38, and if you can see that, it's 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So if you're familiar with the angels, Archangel Raphael, he is the angel of healing, he's also the angel of love. I get that for those of you that this is a message for that are in the relationship partnership, that he is going through a lot of heart healing right now. For some of you, there's still a lot of heart healing that has to be done. I get for many of you, you've dove into, and they're congratulating those of you that have just dove into your heart healing, because they're saying that's what needs to happen, but there's still healing that has to be done. And for some of you, you've been avoiding doing the healing of your heart, the going inward, the healing and releasing the past hurts and things that have blocked you and held you back. And they're encouraging you to do that because that's it's what everything is hinging on. So they're really encouraging you to do that. You do have tremendous support in your healing because, as you can see, this next card that we have here is Healer of the Ages. And regardless of your religion, Jesus is well known as a healer, a teacher, and it's because of that healing that he would do from his heart, coming from a place of unconditional love. So for those of you that are going through the situation of being healed right now, you have tremendous support. Jesus is trying to help you heal your heart, but you need to open up yourself to that healing in order for it to occur. And again, they are congratulating those of you that have been doing the work, because even though you've not necessarily seen the results, they're saying that you will see those in the very near future, so stick with it, don't give up. For those of you that haven't or have been dodging it for, whatever reason, they're really encouraging you to dive into that right away, because it's vital. As you can see, it's 2 of the cards here. And your happiness, it's contingent upon you doing that healing that's required. But you have a lot of help. It won't be a problem because you have all the help that you could need to do this. You just need to open yourself up to that help, up to that healing that is available to you. So they're talking about the Immaculate Heart, Jesus and Mary Magdalene. They're saying it's a divine love like that of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. So your happiness with your partner, the female, is contingent upon you healing your heart. But by healing your heart, you will have that divine love, that divine connection like that of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. It truly is a divine, unconditional love. For some of you, you're even going to be able to heal others, but you have to heal your heart. It's essential. Next card we have is Indecision. So I get for a number of men in this situation, just really stuck. And I get that it's like a self-imposed prison, a self being stuck. Like, I get for a number of you, you've got yourself stuck in your emotions because past hurts, things have happened, afraid not living up to what you view as the expectations with that partner, fear of letting them down, fear of failing them. These are all fears stemming from past experiences. And when you heal those things, you'll heal your heart and know your worth and value, and you'll be able to move forward. But you're going to have to let go of that self-doubt. You're going to have to let go of questioning yourself. They're saying it's time to let go of the overanalyzing, the overthinking. If you look here, the person's just stuck in the middle of the road, can't decide which pathway to go down. Okay, for a number of you, you've just truly confused yourself with overanalyzing, with overthinking, with doubting yourself, with being held up because of past experiences. And I get it's just emotionally turbulent, that you have gotten yourself stuck in this tailspin of emotion, and now you're immobilized and you've been stuck there for a long time. But they're encouraging you to get yourself unstuck. They're encouraging you to open up to the healing that's readily available for you so that you can finally get unstuck and move forward. But they're saying you are going to have to make a decision. It is hinging on you making the decision to heal your heart and you making the decision to move forward. Because you're keeping yourself stuck. No one else is keeping you stuck. It's time to unstick yourself. It's time to make that decision. It's time to move forward. They're ready to help you do that. But it's all hinging on you making the decision. Next card we have is Envy. And if you look at this, you can tell she's a very wealthy woman. The way she's dressed, it's a very ornate dress. She's holding a platter of coins, pearls. She's also holding pearls. So she's a very wealthy woman. Very wealthy. And yet she's looking out in the city street in envy of, well, I want that. So what I'm getting is, for the men, they're completely dissatisfied with their situation. They're not happy with where they are. They're not happy being stuck in a place of unhappiness, discontentment, being lonely, alone. Some of them, there's addiction issues that need to be healed and released. But they're stuck in this being unhappy and lonely and just completely dissatisfied with the situation, but not making a decision to get out of it. And for a number of them, part of the reason, I'm trying to get some clarity, part of the reason that they're staying stuck, okay, is for fear of loss, fear of having to give things up. So what they're saying is, you see her standing here and she's looking out at the things she doesn't have. So I get, for some of the men out there, and this, romantic relationship, I get for some of them, they're also stuck because they're afraid of, okay, well, what if it's not really as good as I envision? What if there's someone better? Maybe I should wait. Or they're afraid of what they're going to have to give up. So for some of them, I get they're like Casanovas. They like to play the field. Not necessarily that not that they're promiscuous, but they are involved, maybe not sexually, but they're involved with a number of women. So they're afraid of, okay, well, if I go for her, this woman who is, my other half, my soulmate that I'm supposed to be moving down the path with, and I make the decision and I go toward her and get myself healed, well, then I'm going to have to give up all these other ladies. And they're afraid of that. And for some of them, it's like addictions. If I go for her and go for that happiness, that partnership that I desire, I'm going to have to, give up the alcohol, give up the drugs, give up the things that, I don't want to give up. For some, they've got themselves, like deceiving themselves that they're going to lose their freedom. That, okay, by moving into a relationship, I'm going to lose my freedom, lose who I am. But what they're not realizing is those things won't go away. In that unconditional love, they'll find the ultimate freedom and happiness that they desire. For those of you, if there are those of you that are men that are listening to this that are in this situation, they're encouraging you, if it's because you're afraid of giving up drugs, giving up alcohol, they've been giving you signs to give all that stuff up anyhow. It's not good for you. This is just a further confirmation for you to let that go. Those of you worried about freedom, you'll have the ultimate freedom, because this is an unconditional divine love. And in that love, you'll find the freedom that you desire. Now, for those of you, they just said, those of you though that are the Casanovas, you will have to give up playing the field with all the other women, because that won't work with her. she won't put up with that. But you'll be happy that you did, because it is a connection that's worth that and will bring you the ultimate happiness that you desire. So it won't feel like a loss at all once you do make that decision and move forward. Okay, now moving down the feminine side. First card we have is the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And I find it interesting that we have the chakras at the top for both him and her. So I get for some of the ladies that your intuition's really, really opening up. So Archangel Uriel is often called the fire of God. So I get for the ladies, you know, you do have this passionate, direct connection with the divine, with God. Your intuition is on fire. You really opened up to that, and because of it, things are going very, very well in your life. For a small number of you, I do get that you have been struggling a little bit because you're getting this intuitive guidance. Okay, so what they're saying is, you see how she is? She's looking in his direction. So what they're saying is the divine feminine and this soulmate divine connection relationship, she knows the strength, the magnitude of this relationship because of that intuition that's opened up, because she's been trusting it. But meanwhile, while she's looking at him, notice he's looking in the opposite direction, because the connection has sparked even fear in him of not wanting to heal his heart. So I get for those of you that do know the depth and what's behind this relationship, they're telling you to not get discouraged. Because I get for some of the ladies that you've got this intuitive information, it's been coming for a long time, but you've been fighting back and forth of trying to have this relationship, this union come to fruition. It's not, and you're just, for a lot of you, I get that you're just over it. But you're still kind of hanging in there looking at him like, okay, is he actually going to do something? Is he actually going to step up the plate, you know, come in my direction or not? But I get a lot of you are just totally discouraged because the next card you see, she's actually looking away. So I get a lot of you, you're just kind of the point where you're just kind of done and over it, like had enough. So they're encouraging you to hang in there. They are giving you that intuitive guidance and information for a reason. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Just send him love. And just send him love and pray for him and pray that he gets his healing done and that he can make that decision and not be worried about fear or loss or any of those things. Just send love and don't give up. Don't give up yet. And I get for a small number of you, you've been getting intuitive information about him, but you've not been trusting. So for those of you that are in that boat, I do get that you are getting intuitive guidance that, okay, yes, there is a soulmate connection. He is the one. But then his behavior toward you makes you think, oh no, I'm totally way off. This is just so far-fetched, and forget it. Same thing as, you know, just tired and over it and starting to look in the opposite direction. For those of you in that situation, they're encouraging you to listen to that intuitive guidance. They're giving it to you for a reason. Hang in there for a little bit longer. Don't give up just yet, is what they're saying. Because I do get, you look at this, she's looking the opposite direction. This is the goddess of the moon. Because I get for a number of you, your intuition has really just opened up, and that has set your career on fire. It's set your entire life with family, with friends, and everything on fire. You're going inside to get intuitive guidance. You're listening to that guidance. You're moving forward off that guidance. And it's just really opened up your life to a lot of amazing experiences. And I get for some of you, you're just so discouraged with how this relationship, this union has not been going. They're giving me an image of like a car running out of gas, where it spits and sputters. It goes a little bit and it stops and goes a little bit and stops. That I get that you're over it. You're looking forward and you're just going inward and focusing on all the other areas of your life. And they keep showing how she's looking outward, like she's ready to press on. So they are commending you on listening to your intuition and following that, because it definitely is turning all things around in your life. But that intuitive guidance they're giving you about him, they're saying keep listening to it. Don't give up just yet. And one of the areas that has opened up for you, this is woman holding a coin, because I get for a number of you, it's just like life's on fire. Things are going so well. Your finances are just abundantly flowing in. You've got tons of money coming in, and not just from your taxes. I get for a number of you, you've gotten promotions, you've gotten pay increases. Some of you have started your own business. Some of you have even taken on a second job, maybe something of a creative avenue that you really love and enjoy, and that's bringing a ton of financial abundance into your life. And just things are just going so well in your life. And you have finally come to the understanding that you are the magician in the mirror, that you have finally realized that you can make your life exactly what you want it to be. And that's part of your intuition, your culmination of your spiritual knowing, your spiritual power coming into your own. And the other thing they're saying with this is, so this deck of cards that we're looking at, the Energy Oracle cards, there are 53 cards in that deck. And by knowing that you're the magician and you can create those new beginnings that you desire, what they're saying is that you are coming to an end of a phase, that your frustrations are coming to an end, that all these new beginnings, these new experiences, these new blessings, these things that have been coming into your life in abundance, they're going to continue to do so, and not just in areas of work, but also in the area of love. So they're trying to encourage you just to hang in a little bit longer. They're saying to not throw the baby out with the bathwater, because this is the end of a phase. Yeah, end of a phase. They're saying you're about to turn the pages to a new chapter with your beloved. Okay, so these cards that we have in the middle. What I've asked them to do is give us an outcome, and I've asked them to start with from his view, from her view, kind of like what's going on in their mind, their thoughts, their emotions, and then kind of give us an outcome between the two of you. So the first card we have for him is first chakra. It says Archangel Michael. And this is really talking about stability, security. Oftentimes this talks about financial security. So I do get for some of the men, there's financial concerns. There are the thing that's keeping him from moving forward, moving toward her, is worries about being able to financially provide. Worries of, okay, am I capable of providing and caring for her? And that fear has kept him from taking any action. And, you know, stability, security, that can also be, Allie, shh. That can also be talking about family, foundation, and what I'm getting is for a number of the men, this is talking about fear of having a family, fear of moving forward with her out of, you know, things that have happened in past experiences, past relationships, doubting his ability to, again, provide, to be a good husband, to be capable of being a good husband for those that are wanting to become a father, okay, doubting, you know, is he going to be able to be a good father or not? But they're fears that aren't founded on anything. So what they're saying is Archangel Michael's saying that for those of you that are guys that are in this situation listening to it, what Archangel Michael is encouraging you to do, just open up to him, ask him for his help, because these fears, they're built on something, it's not a foundation. You have no financial worries. You have no worries about being a good husband, good father, good provider. And ask Archangel Michael to help you release those fears. Because you see the direction of his eyes, he's looking away from her. And I get the core reason, because again, this is, you know, final outcome from his view, final outcome from her view. I get, because of past hurts, experiences, all these things, doubting himself, not wanting to give up certain things, he's looking away from her because he's afraid of not being able to provide that stability, of not being able to be the husband that he, in his mind, believes she's looking for. But the fears, Archangel Michael's saying that the fears are unfounded. They're just created in his mind. So call on Archangel Michael to help you heal and release that, so that you can make a decision to move forward. Now, the card that we have for her is appreciation. And you know how earlier they were talking about how, you know, your intuition's opening up, everything in life's on fire, and just the frustration, you're just ready to just move on. What this is saying, because they're encouraging you to not give up yet. They keep saying that don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If you can see here, she's got the sunlight behind her. She's got a blooming bush of roses behind her, but she's facing the brambled, beat up, dead rose bushes, and she has a single rose in her hand. And so what they're saying is it's perception. It's all in how you view things. So What I'm getting for is the ladies in this situation. You're frustrated because that car that keeps, you know, sputtering and stopping and going has just made you frustrated and not wanting to do that anymore. Get off the ride. But they're saying come from a place of appreciation, because when you do get the communications from him, you do hear from him, instead of being frustrated that that's not what you want, that's not the in-depth, it's not how you're envisioning the relationship, and it's not the progression that you desire. Instead of getting frustrated, what they're encouraging you to do is to come from a place of appreciation. So if he calls you, so maybe he doesn't come over. So for some of you, okay, he picks up the phone and he calls you, and you're a little bit frustrated because it's been going on for a long time, and you're like, why is he not coming to see me to let me know what's going on so we can fix this and move forward? So instead of getting frustrated and looking at, okay, what's wrong, what's not going on, be appreciative that he called and send him love. And know that he's going through and healing and taking care of his own stuff, which you too have had to do as well. Because they're saying you didn't get to this point without doing a lot of your own heart healing as well. You're mirrors of each other. And you've just recently completed all your healing. So give him the time to catch up. And don't beat up on him while he's taking care of the stuff that you've just recently completed, they're saying, because he's going to get there. So come from a place of love, a place of gratitude, a place of appreciation, because they're saying this is guaranteed, divinely ordained. They're bringing up again Jesus and Archangel. No, they're bringing up Jesus and Mary Magdalene again. So, ladies, come from a place of appreciation, come from a place of love, and all will be well. Okay, let's see what we have for outcome. Door to value. Hey, guys worried about money? Get door to value. Okay, so now they're saying that, yes, this is talking about finances. And again, there will be absolutely no financial issues whatsoever. There will be an influx of abundance, actually, when the two of you come together. Money just flowing in rapidly. But the other second meaning to this, because these are your final outcome cards, the other meaning to that is new beginnings. What they're saying is, they're saying, look at that light. Okay. They're saying light is shining down on this union from above, from heaven. And that once both of you get out of your own way and you open up that door, you're opening up that door to financial abundance. You're opening it up to love. You're opening it up to happiness. You're opening it up to all those things that you desire. So they're saying both of you to not be afraid, because this is the new beginning that will open the doors to all of what you've desired. And it's not just the fellas, ladies. It's also ladies, because what are they saying? Okay, so they're saying the healing, you've just recently done a lot of that healing yourself. So what they're saying is some of you are very quick to turn and go the opposite direction because you're afraid of, oh no, here I go again. Opening my heart to someone again, just have it crushed again. So although you've gotten the point that you've healed your heart and you're ready to open your heart to love, the second anything goes wrong that sets up a red flag in you, you're immediately looking to bolt. So they're saying this message is applicable for both of you, to not run, to not bolt. This is the door to your happiness. And they again keep pointing out the light from above. It's divinely blessed from above. Okay, they're saying angel, angel, the light. Trinity. It's divinely blessed by God. So, everybody just needs to trust and have faith and lean on God and angels for their help and assistance. And whatever your religion is, you can always replace God with whatever resonates with you. I say God because that's my belief, but I take no offense. So feel free at any point in my readings to go ahead and replace what resonates in your heart. Next card we have is get to know each other. And if you can read the bottom, it says learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So again, this comes back to taking the time to get to know each other. You know, taking the time with each other, taking the time to understand his perspective. Because he's been working on himself. He's been healing himself. He's been doing those T-charts and things to try and make decisions. You have recently completed your healing and your things, and you've had a lot of changes in work, a lot of changes in finance. For some of you, I get that you've had changes with your family, your friends. But instead of clamming up because of the different experiences that you have, to open up to each other, take time to get to know each other, recognize your differences. Because you are different, but that's something to celebrate, not get frustrated about. And by taking that time to get to know each other, to spend time with each other, to talk, to share, to open up, your relationship will grow in all areas and all aspects. But they're saying to not be afraid. Don't be afraid to let down the guard and spend time with each other and get to know each other. And share. They're saying to share your experiences. Next card we have is romance. And if you can read the bottom, lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. So again, coming back to what's needed for the two of you right now is some quality time together. It's essential. Spend time together. Have fun together. Do something special with each other that's going to bring that romance back, that's going to bring that spark back, that's going to help you connect and help both of you, because both of you have had walls up, but something that's going to help both of you let your walls down and truly open up and share with each other and really watch the relationship blossom, because both of you are wanting that. I mean, he deep down wants that, you want that. But you both need to let your walls down. Open up with each other. Spend time together. Share with each other. And know that both, what they're saying is, you both love each other unconditionally. So don't fear that he's going to hurt you. Don't fear that she's going to hurt you. Because the feelings that you're feeling for him, the feelings that you're feeling for her, they have the same feelings toward you. To hurt you would be to hurt themselves. So they're not going to do that. So you can trust. It's watched over by God. This relationship is watched over from above. You have nothing to fear and worry. You just need to take the first step. And it is going to take a first step to make it happen. And the last card we have as the outcome is actions speak loudly. And at the bottom it says, express your love through your actions. So we can tell someone that we love them all day long, but that's often not enough. We actually have to show them. We have to show them how we feel. We have to show them that we love them. We have to put their needs before ours. So if they're telling us that, I need to see you, I need to have quality time with you, well, that's what they need to feel loved. That's what they need to feel your love. So give that to them. And there's a book, is it 5 Languages of Love? 7 languages? No, 5 languages. 5 Languages of Love. So read that book. We all need different things to feel loved. Some people need quality time. Some people need gifts. But give them what they need to feel loved and take those actions. Because the angels, they're asking you and they're saying it's very important and vital that you do something to show him your love. You do something to show her your love. Because you both love each other unconditionally. But because of your differences, which you should celebrate because you actually complement each other, because of those differences, you're pushing each other away. When this is a time that you should be coming together. So, for those of you that this is a message for, I hope that this helps you. I hope that you find the courage to do the things that they are encouraging you to do. And I wish you the very best. And for those of you that this is a message for, I'd love to hear back from you. Any comments that you could leave, filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.